You're struggling in level 10 missions because your loadout sucks or you just don't know what's best. But don't worry, I'm about to fix that. I've tested dozens of setups across every faction, every mission type, and I'm handing you my top 5 that actually work. Not theory crafted BS, not Reddit fantasy spreadsheets, just real loadouts that get results. Quick disclaimer though, this is my personal take. If you're here to debate, that's cool. Just don't be an ass about it. I'm not covering armor because I'm hopelessly addicted to the sweet +2 stim suit. That's it, that's the armor. It's perfect. I'm loyal, deal with it. Same story with boosters. It depends on your squad, what they're running. There's no one size fits all answer. Just use your brain. You want loadouts that melt bugs, bots, and cultists? Then you're in the right place. Stick around, hit the like button if you end up liking the video or its idea, and subscribe. It's free anyway and you can always unsubscribe later. Let's skip the fluff and drop into the meat. These are the 5 best loadouts for the level 10 chaos. Let's go. This is usually my go-to build when I want some chill gameplay without sweating every second. It works beautifully against both Terminids and Illuminate. You've got excellent crowd control and enough heavy armor penetration to deal with most threats. Once you get used to it, you'll realize this setup can hold its own, even if you're stranded and playing solo. Both sentries have very low cooldowns and tend to stick around until there's about 30 seconds left on the timer to call in a new one. That basically means you've got turret support on demand at all times. Gatling barrage, that thing is cracked. The low cooldown combined with solid armor penetration means you're always just a few seconds away from wrecking an incoming wave. Now this loadout does have a weak point. Titans. They're kind of fast and love running laps around the map like they're in a Spartan race. The last stratagem is what I'd call the wild card. Personally, I love using it for an extra support weapon, but if the high command is feeling generous and drops them for everyone, I'll swap in something heavy, like Orbital laser, 500 kg, 120mm, or even the 380mm Orbital barrage. And if I'm feeling bold, I'll just run around until I find a machine gun on the ground or straight up ask my buddy to drop his when his cooldowns reset. Free firepower. Sharing is caring. It's not the best against automatons. Good luck if you try, but it can technically work. Against Illuminate, the only real issue is that their harvesters can laser focus your sentries. Bring the eruptor if you want to stagger them and break that beam. I call this loadout it, just send it. Is it optimal? Maybe not. Do I care? Absolutely not. When I want to leave a crater in everything's path, this is the combo I go for. This one is best for Terminid missions, but if you swap the Quasar for a laser cannon, it shreds the Illuminate just fine too. Classic orbital laser paired up with its drinking buddy, the 500 kg bomb. Some folks complain about 500 kg being slow or unnecessary, but I love it. It deletes the map, simple as that. The Quasar cannon, or laser cannon, handles those annoying targets like sport trees or shrieker nests. The laser has extra value against Illuminate specifically, but both weapons carry their own weight. And here's the cherry on top. The exosuit. Either the Patriot or the Emancipator. I love rolling up the bug missions, stomping these little freaks into the dirt while my squad handles the swarm. If they bring light weapons, I bring the firepower. And get this, you can call in 3 of them per mission. That's not strategy. That's a war crime. Yes, it lacks anti-swarm, that's the biggest flaw, I know, but if you watched my last video about the most common Helldivers mistakes, you'll know that proper team coordination makes this loadout incredibly effective. Pair this with a fast-shooting primary like Breaker Incendiary, and always bring the grenade pistol to plug those bug holes. This build is just burned into my muscle memory at this point. It's chaotic, it's satisfying, and it absolutely delivers. Just be careful with it. This one is my absolute favorite for those small blitz missions, whether it's eliminate all hostiles or the 20-minute high-value asset extractions. It melts both Terminids and Illuminate with 0 effort. Here's how you run it. Drop the gas mines where the enemies usually spawn. The gas makes them go full philosopher mode, just standing there questioning their existence while their insides get a botanical makeover. Meanwhile, Gatling and machine gun sentries go absolutely feral. Why the fuck did I laugh? Full spray, anyone that walks into their line of sight gets erased. Big boy incoming, that's what the rocket sentry is for. And if the smaller turrets don't kill it, Rocket Sentry sure as hell will. At that point, your only job is to prone, blink away with your exploding crossbow, and make sure you're not standing in the sentry's cone of death. I've had 3 teammates running similar setups with 1 or 2 high damage stratagems like Orbital Laser or Napalm Barrage. It's total chaos. Enemy swarms barely last a few minutes. Me and my squad regularly extract from level 10 blitz missions in 4 to 5 minutes flat. That's not just fast, that's surgical. I also always bring the ultimatum as my secondary. 2 mini nukes might not sound like much, but with all the scattered ammo boxes lying around, you'll be popping them off left and right. Grenades, up to you. Thermite works great for bugs, Impact or Seeker for Illuminate. This one is straight up pain for automatons. You want them crying to their AI overlords? Bring this. Start with a P113 Verdict or Senator. Automatons don't come at you in mindless swarms like bugs. They hit you with fewer, bulkier units. That means your secondary actually matters. If your Eruptor feels wasteful on small guys, Your sidearm will mop them up no problem. I've stress tested the setup dozens of times, it holds. Orbital 380 Barrage deletes automaton outposts. Just throw it and let it rain. Usually all fabricators are gone before you even get close. Orbital Laser, factory striders get cooked. Entire groups of enemies gone in seconds. Only has limited uses, but if you're smart and use it tactically, it'll carry you. Walking Barrage is criminally underrated. Toss it in front of an outpost and it'll sweep it clean, like a Roomba from hell. That thing deletes everything in a line, it's beautiful. The spear is your surgical tool. One-shot hulks, turret towers, and you only need 4 shots to take down a full factory strider, maybe even less. Just be sure you have spare ammo nearby or you're screwed. Eruptor Stagger and AoE is too good not to use. Even if a cluster of bots sneak up on you, one Eruptor shot into the middle sends them flying. Impact Grenade is usually my go-to for the stagger and multi-kill potential, but hey, Termite still works if that's more your style. This last loadout is what I call the Swiss Army knife. It's the most flexible setup I run and it works against everything. Terminids, Automatons, Illuminate, you name it. The recoilless is your heavy lifter. It slaps big Terminids, shreds factory striders if you aim for those glowing red eyes, and yes, it works surprisingly well against Illuminate too. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done. Rocket Sentry is the most universally reliable sentry in the game. It punches up when it needs to, handles mid-tier threats easily, and doesn't require babysitting. If you're going against bugs, feel free to switch to Gatling. For automatons, maybe consider Mortar Sentry, it's actually super underrated. Just tuck it behind a rock and let it cook. The 500 kg bomb, always welcome, whether you're flattening a spawn point, destroying a structure, or just nuking a boss enemy off the face of the planet. It's a no-brainer. Gatling Barrage adds that extra layer of suppression. You can keep enemies staggered, cleared, or softened up before the next wave arrives. It has low cooldown and massive value in extended fights. Primary depends on your mood. I usually run Exploding Crossbow, it's excellent for armored swarms and mid-range precision. Adjudicator, fire and forget. It mows down pretty much anything not wearing heavy armor. Your secondary needs to be tailored to the mission. Bugs, go for Grenade Pistol. Illuminate, go for Ultimatum. Automatons, Verdict or Senator. This loadout is versatile, reliable, and practical, but here's the catch. Because it's a generous loadout, you may find it slightly underwhelming in highly specialized situations. That's why I made this whole list, to help you pick the right tool for the job. Still, if you just want one solid build that works everywhere, I would probably recommend this one. No guesswork, no gimmicks, just clean, efficient violence across the galaxy. So yeah, those are my top 5 loadouts for level 10 missions in Helldivers 2. Each one's tested, refined, and built to win, not to sound smart on a forum. Try them, tweak them, drop a comment, and tell me which one slapped or which one blew up in your face. Probably the second one. And if you've got some unhinged builds that shouldn't work but somehow do, I want to hear about it. So hit the like button and subscribe. As I said, it's free, so it cannot hurt you in any way. Now get out there and liberate something, preferably with excessive force. Super Earth, thanks for your service.